Sri Lanka. The distinguished representative of Sri Lanka has the floor, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for giving me the floor. Let me assure you that my delegation will fully support you as you steer this committee to the successful conclusion of your work. Madam Chair, the Department of Global Communications plays a central role in the dissemination of accurate information about the United Nations, particularly vis-à-vis its challenges to multilateralism. The launch of the United Nations Strategy and Plan of Action on Hate Speech, for example, is commended. As an appropriate response, the Committee on Information plays a pivotal role by recommending DGC's work to the General Assembly, founded upon historic resolutions. It must be appreciated, Madam Chair, that transparency as per the UN Charter is central to the efficient management of the United Nations. We know that DGC's primary mission is to provide timely, balanced, and multilingual information to bolster international support, notably during crises such as COVID-19. Furthermore, we acknowledge that information and communications technologies offer substantial support for economic growth and social development, paving the way for poverty eradication in developing nations. Nevertheless, we also recognize the accompanying risks and challenges, including the potential to exacerbate inequalities within and among countries. In this context, we commend the Department of Public Information for its proactive efforts to bolster social media. This initiative enables the United Nations, we believe, to effectively demonstrate its impact and relevance to diverse global audiences, transcending, I say, linguistic barriers. Now, multilingualism remains a core value of the United Nations, significantly contributing to the organization's overarching goals as outlined in Article 1 of the Charter. It serves as a vital enabler, I say, of multilateral diplomacy and reinforces the fundamental values of the United Nations. Madam Chair, we must reaffirm our unwavering commitment to promoting multilingualism within the Department of Global Communications. This commitment encompasses the appropriate utilization of all official languages of the United Nations across all departmental activities, with the ultimate goal of eliminating disparities in language representation and ensuring equitable treatment for all official languages in the department's work. Madam Chair, in today's fast-paced world, it is imperative, we say, for the United Nations to expand its global reach. It is encouraging to read reports highlighting the popularity of content related to sustainable development goals among social content, among social media and web users. Now, this trend signifies the potential, I say, to engage and inspire global citizens to actively pursue the SDGs. However, we must recognize that technology advances rapidly, leaving many, especially in developing nations, without internet access and adequate communication infrastructure. The Department of Public Information must address, we believe, these diverse circumstances and explore resource mobilization strategies to bridge digital divides. It is thought that collaborative partnerships with civil society are essential to enhance the United Nations outreach, and resident coordinators, we believe, can play a crucial role in enhancing the effectiveness of the United Nations information centers. Madam Chair, these centers, we believe, such as the United Nations Information Center, for example, in Colombo, such as have had a profound impact, we believe, providing information of the three official languages we have, and that is Sinhalese, English, and Tamil, and collaborating with local entities to reach student communities and promote globally accepted values. Madam Chair, we can surely draw inspiration, we believe, from the global youth who represent hope for the future. We applaud the department's collaboration with the Office of the Envoy on Youth, and we urge the Department of Public Information to intensify efforts in engaging and enlightening youth about critical global, enlightening youth and critical global issues. Now, in a time when youth skills, I believe, are vital for sustainability and innovation, it is imperative, we believe, that we address the alarming influence of violent extremism and hate speech on the minds of our young people. Madam Chair, these influences undermine the principles of freedom of information and press freedom, both fundamental to democracy. As a nation that has triumphed over a period of conflict and the acts of non-state actors, we appreciate the value of a democratic nation governed by the rule of law. Freedom of information is, we believe, the cornerstone of democracy, without which meaningful progress in peace, development, and human rights remain elusive. The absence of freedom of information can sow social division and breed mistrust among groups and within state institutions. In this context, Madam Chair, we cannot ignore the grave challenges faced by journalists and bloggers worldwide. They confront threats, including imprisonment, disappearances, and violence with impunity, perpetuating when meaningful investigations fail to materialize. Therefore, we warmly welcome and strongly urge all countries to reaffirm their unwavering commitment to the principles of the freedom of the press and freedom of information. Additionally, we support the independence, pluralism, and diversity of the media. We stress the need to ensure that journalists can carry out their professional duties freely and effectively, and we vehemently condemn all attacks against them. We hold firm confidence that the continuous efforts of the Department of Public Information will contribute to the realization of the United Nations goal and further define the UN's role in fostering tolerance and aiding developing nations in confronting development challenges. Allow me to take this opportunity to reiterate Sri Lanka's steadfast support to accountability. The redressal of victims and the recognition of their rights is pivotal, we believe, in building civic trust and bolstering the foundations of the democratic rule of law, and we are working towards that steadfastly. States bear the responsibility, we believe, of ensuring that violations do not recur, and where necessary, reforming institutions that prove incapable of preventing abuses. Madam Chair, Sri Lanka, as a troop contributing country, places great importance on effectively disseminating information about United Nations peacekeeping operations. We are pleased with the ongoing cooperation between the Department of Public Information and the Department of Peace Operations in this crucial endeavor. Recognizing the pivotal role of communication, we emphasize its significance in enhancing the image of the United Nations and elevating the quality of our collective peacekeeping missions. Effective communications not only informs but also inspires confidence, we believe, reinforcing the essential work of UN peacekeepers worldwide. In conclusion, we extend our appreciation to the Department of Public Information commitment for their commitment to reforms aimed at enhancing communication of member states' priorities. We applaud the DPI's efforts to expand the dissemination of information across UN official and non-official languages through diverse media platforms and partnerships with local media, the private sector, civil society, and academic institutions. We firmly believe that fostering stronger collaborations will further fortify the DPI's outreach and impact. Thank you, Madam Chairperson, for your leadership, and to all fellow committee members for their dedication to advancing the critical mission of the United Nations. I thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Sri Lanka for his statement.